Hey guys, getting a little bit colder out here in Connecticut, but today got some more LBZ content. So I got the bumper coming in, and I'm just gonna wrap this all into one video whenever that comes in. But today I'm gonna take and wire wheel any of this loose paint that's been chipped off by rocks in here, and throw this. I was experimenting to see how long this rust converter primer would work, and it seems like it holds up pretty decent. So I'm just gonna wire wheel everything, primer it all, and then use some Herculiner on the inside of those fender wells and spray some sealer over it and see how that holds up this winter. If I like it, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. If I like it, I might use up my rockers. They're clean. Well, for what it is, they're clean, and I want to keep them that way. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just sand all that, primer it, respray it with OEM paint, and throw some mud flaps and steps on this for now. I don't know. I'm torn because I like the clean rocker look, so I don't know if I want to throw rock guard on it, because it might look like I'm trying to hide something there. But yeah, so I'm gonna get started on pulling this wheel off and get working on this fender well. Keeping it pretty simple in here, just knocking off all the loose paint. I'm just gonna primer it all and hit it with that Herculiner. I'm not going too crazy because this bed needs bed rails like all these trucks do. It's just weird how the truck has rust there but nowhere else, and the front bumper's rusted but nowhere else. So kind of crazy, but I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna find someone to oil this whole truck undercarriage for me, or I'll do it myself if I can get my hand on a sprayer big enough to spray, with a big enough nozzle to spray fluid film. So it's going pretty good. Not going too crazy with getting all the flaky stuff off these wheels, because for one, it's gonna be a textured coating off these wheels, off these fender wells. Sorry, just cleaning my wheels and making a separate video for that. But so anyway, what I'm going on here is, in the future, this bed's coming off and getting all these bed rails replaced, because the bed's actually rust free besides those. So when I paint the truck, the bed's gonna come off. I'm gonna do the bed rails and this bed side. This is not rust. There's actually a dent here that I tried to repair, and I couldn't pull the dent all the way out because it was had a split in the metal actually. So maybe it's rust now, but when I pulled it out, I had to put quite a bit of body filler, and I think water got behind it from that split in the steel. Plus with this dent, I'm just gonna do a whole new bed side when I get to painting this truck, because that's the worst body panel in the whole truck, is that one bed side. Sucks it's a bed side, but whatever. So I had the hub centric spacers that are going on this, on the front of the dually for now, and then these are gonna go on it. But this really makes me want to get a set of wheels and tires for this thing soon. You know, sick with that look, with something matching on the back. Hopefully when I get a camera with an actual SD card, it'll solve this problem. But again, I lost some footage, and here's a couple pictures of the fender wells after I painted them. I had footage of me actually painting those, but lost it, so here's a couple still shots of it. All right, so that's a wrap right there. Hub centric spacers are on. The non-hub centric are back on that, and I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I'm gonna give it a full 24 hours before I actually drive it. Come on, why is that all washed out? Yeah, so I'm gonna give that a full 24 hours before I drive it. Let it harden up properly. But wheels are clean, tires are clean, and fender well's protected. I think I am gonna do that on my rockers now that I've actually seen how it turns out in here. Because the rockers will look a lot better than that, a lot smoother. But yeah, so I'm not gonna drive that for a little bit, so maybe I'll take the dually to the gym tonight, or my wife's Audi, probably the dually, just to get some more driving out of it before snow flies. All right, guys, so it's a little bit chilly out this morning, but plan the vehicle shuffle again. Getting what's my face? Getting some vehicles moved around, and roofers are starting work today, so I don't want any of the vehicles getting hit by shingles and they're throwing them off this roof. So I keep forgetting that I took my blower fan fuse out and switched it out for my blinkers. So currently I don't have any way to blow the heat around in here. Just gotta grab the fuse at some point. So I opened up my driveway, a couple feet on each side. It's a complete game changer besides that light I stuck in the way, but as far as this dually goes, so much better. But I've never done a video of this dually project running and driving, so I'm gonna take it for a quick ride around the block and park it behind my LBZ. Out of the way of the roofers completely. It actually goes really good. I did fix one front brake caliper, and when I got the caliper, I didn't know if the hose would be collapsed, the flexible hose from the frame to the caliper. And sure enough it was, so I had to do a whole new rubber line and caliper. And yeah, so that completely changed the brake system on this, and now it brakes really well and drives real well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. Broken shock bolt in the front as well that I replaced. That made a huge difference. Oh boy, look at this. One thing about these Connecticut streets and these towns, we're pretty excited to get back somewhere where there's more land around us, but people park on both sides of the streets. And this one's not bad, but some of these streets where you're going 25, 30 and driving a dually get kind of sketchy, that's for sure. Woke the neighbors up, but everything's all moved around. There's no park and brake in this truck, so I just drove some tire chocks underneath tires there. But I'll start this video off again when the bumper finally comes in. All right, so it's a few days later. Roof is almost complete. Yard is still kind of a mess from the roofers, but just gotta go over with a magnet before we park on it. But bumper came in. We'll see what this cheap eBay bumper looks like. Yeah, so definitely, like everyone said, lacking chrome plating in the back, but I'm gonna take care of that with some rock guard. Got some access back to my garage, but not all of it, so I'll take what I can get for now. Yeah, here we are. It's actually got a pretty good finish. I saw a lot of reviews, people saying these things had terrible finish, but honestly, it's not bad at all. I'll take it compared to what's on there now. I think there were some complaints about wrinkles on the edge, but that's not bad at all compared to what it is right now. So I did go for the little more expensive one. This one was $244 free shipping, I believe. It was like $250 after taxes. But yeah, I'm impressed with the quality actually. It's pretty heavy. The chrome finish looks good. Everywhere it'll be visible. Yeah, honestly, pretty happy with it. So I'll get to wrapping it when the wrap comes in, and then I'll throw it in the truck, see what it looks like. I'm also pulling this grill off. I should have time lapse going, but whatever, still learning. Anyways, pulling the grill off. I'm gonna touch it up a little bit just to make it cleaner for now, but I'm definitely gonna need a new one. It's getting old and brittle. And yeah, but before I get a new grill, I'm gonna find out if I like the wrap I'm putting on the bumper, or if I'm just gonna go straight up for chrome. But yeah, I'll keep filming, keep going away here. So I almost got a new lower valence, but I'm just gonna wait until I get the whole truck painted to do that then. But I'm gonna pick up some good fog lights. Should come right off now, yeah. All right, so bumper is off. Just gotta start taking all the plastic off of it. You know, I actually might go grab some oil, some fluid film, before I put everything back together and kind of hit all this. But anyway, so yeah, it does not take long to take these bumpers off. It's a super simple job. I've done it 2 or 3 times, so once you do it a few times, it's pretty easy. So as you guys can see, it's always the back of these bumpers that rot out. They just don't coat the back of them very well. But I have a solution for that, I think. Only time will tell, but I'll show you guys what I come up with here. So if any of you guys are thinking of doing this to your truck, put a new front bumper on it, just go ahead and buy the new mounting hardware. The hardware, my hardware is fine. Just a little surface rust, I'm gonna paint it all up. But the bolts are a different story, so just get all new hardware, all new bolts, and just toss this whole thing right in the trash when you do yours. Gonna run up to the hardware store to get the parts I need. Just some more Herculiner and some paint prep so I can get all the oils off the back of that bumper. Then I'm gonna tape it up and get painting. Hopefully my wrap will be in today so I can actually get that thing wrapped and put on and finish up this video. Just in case everyone was curious why I'm replacing this bumper. That side's pretty decent. This side though. Pretty bad. As you guys can see, I'm not taking any chances on getting this scratched up or getting under coat on it when I paint this. So I just gotta flip this thing over and start. So it's still drying. My paint can is giving me trouble, the wind is giving me trouble, and this tape isn't sticking as good as I want it to. So I'm being pretty careful. I don't want to have primer on the other side of the chrome. But I don't even know if this primer is worth it, but might as well do it before I apply the undercoat. Get a little spot there I gotta add to. But I mean, it's better safe than sorry. I doubt it's actually gonna stick very well. But yeah, we'll see. Just trying to make this bumper last as long as possible. Cool, so this is drying up. My wrap probably will come in today, but I think I'm gonna need a second hand on it from the research I've done. Looks like chrome's about the hardest surface to wrap because it sticks so good. So I'm probably gonna put everything back together and throw it on the truck. And then wrap it on the truck is what I'm thinking. Alrighty, so I got rained out, but everything's back together. Pretty happy with it. I don't know if this bumper is narrower than the factory bumper. It kind of seems like it to me, but I could be dreaming. I don't know. I'll run it by some other pictures I have of the old bumper. But either way, it's a world of difference. Until I get a new grill, I just touched this one up for now. Got rid of all the rock chips. It's definitely far from perfect, but it's better than what it was. But yeah, so that's it for this this phase of the transformation of the front end of this truck. I think next up we're gonna do headlights, a grill, and fog lights. And then eventually we're gonna work our way back. We're gonna do the smooth fender flares, smooth door handles, and yeah, go from there. But yeah, that's it for this upload. As I get things more settled down here with the house, or if I get a shop, videos will get a lot more polished. I gotta get a different camera, something I can set up so I can get some more footage. Yeah, hope you guys subscribe and leave a like, and I will be getting better at adding content more consistently and different quality, the better quality content. Thanks.